As a group, we decided that the murderer's costume would be smart and casual. We wanted the murderer to appear as an everyday civilian so that the audience would have a surprise when he kills the victim. Also, the use of making the killer look as normal as possible would create a contrast with his psychotic nature. Before we started filming, I told the actor to wear what he normally wears, smart casual, in order for the costume to look as realistic as possible. The killer appears wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans and a jacket. We got our inspiration from the costume from the villain from James Bond. When we see the antagonist on the screen, we do not expect his behaviour, which creates tension and a twist for the audience watching. When we first started filming our film, our character for the investigator was in a smart blazer shirt and blue jeans. However, looking back at the film, the actor did not look smart enough, which meant he didn't look realistic. This was crucial to fix for our film because he played such an important part with the most authority, so we needed to make sure he looked smart enough to make it look more realistic. When we then refilmed and dressed the character in smart black trousers, I believe this was successful as the investigator looked like he had authority, which suggested power. This meant that he would appear on the screen and know something was about to happen. This creates suspense. We got our idea for the investigator from the TV show Sherlock. Sherlock appears on the screen in a smart suit, which suggests his intelligence and status. Also, because of his costume, the audience can tell he has authority. Although the victim only appears on the screen for a short period of time, the costume of the character of the victim is extremely important, as her choice of clothing indicates her status in our film. The character costume inspiration idea for the victim comes from the film The Lovely Bones. We believe this was a good look to follow from because the girl's costume shows her vulnerability and weaknesses against the murderer. Our costume consists of a white sleeveless jacket and a cream sparkly bubble hat. We chose this because the costume is what a normal girl of her age would wear. However, it contrasts with the costume of the murderer, as the victim's costume is girly, sweet and vulnerable, whereas the costume of the murderer is smart and typically in a typical costume a boy of that age would wear. By researching into films and TV programs, we found that forensic scientists usually appear to the crime scenes in white boiler suits. We based our costume designs on the TV show The Silent Witness. We felt that the costumes were simple yet effective. The costumes showed the character's authority and the audience were automatically able to identify who they were and why they were there.